everyone, and welcome to today's episode of Shelby Vlogs Everyday in November. Today we are filming in my nerd corner because I got tired of vlogging on my couch and my desk just did not seem very creative. So I decided to vlog with a bunch of nerdy things. You have my Pokemon cards, TARDIS, John Barrowman, there's a Primal Kyogre EX Mega card, there's a Dr. Emerald Brown, another Pokemon thing. This is my sonic screwdriver. My brain does not seem to want to give Peter Capaldi a chance, and I apologize, Peter Capaldi. I'm sure you're doing a great job, but I just missed 10. He was so perfect. He had 10 in his name. We got a marionette mask that I built. There's a ghastly puppet my friend built. Nightmare for Christmas. Are we going to have a good topic today? Follow your heart. I don't know what that means. Do you know what that means? Follow your heart. This thing's broken. Well, let's shake something else. Okay. What could it be? Anime. My friend Adam just told me this one on the phone today as we were discussing the birth of his new daughter. I don't watch a lot of anime. The animes that I do watch are kind of the iconic 90s animes that are very iconic. Of course, I watch Pokemon. I've seen Dragon Ball Z. I'm more familiar with Dragon Ball Z Abridged. I will probably discuss abridged anime in this more than actual anime. I've watched every episode of Sailor Moon, all the ones in English up to the last season, which wasn't dubbed in English. I haven't watched them in Japanese. Probably the reason for that is because when I was watching every single episode, it was when I was in university and I watched on one side of my screen, I was writing a paper, and on the other side, I was watching Sailor Moon. That's all I did. I did pretty well in school considering. Hey kids, if you want to do well in school, better watch anime. Other ones that I've watched are Yu-Gi-Oh! Not all of it. There's a lot of different seasons of Yu-Gi-Oh! There's Yu-Gi-Oh! 3Ds, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, COD games on motorbikes. There's one that I used to watch with my old roommate, Angela, and it was Rosario and Vampire. Rosario and Vampire was about a monster school, which seems to be a very common topic in anime. It was basically, there was all these different monsters who went to the school, and there was this human boy whose name I forget. Basically, this human boy, he goes to monster school, and these 4, maybe 5. Maybe there's 5 of them in total and there's 4 girls. I don't remember. It's a really good anime, I just can't remember anything about it. There's these girls and they all have a crush on him. And he's into this girl who pretty much becomes this dark vampire with white awesome hair and it's really long and flowy. There's one that makes everything cold. She's really cool. There's like a monster person. There's another monster person. I can't really talk about this anime, but I would highly recommend it. Most of my anime watching has been done through abridged series. It started with Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, as I think it does with many people. Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged was created by Little Karibo. Basically what he does is he takes an episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! He shortens it to be about like less than 10 minutes is what they started out being. They've gotten longer over the years. And he basically makes fun of plot points, plot holes, character traits, character voices, character dialogue, the way 4 kids would censor things. Basically, he makes fun of the entire show and everything that's about the show and in it, and it's wonderful. Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged is the reason why Mary and I met. Yay! I'm just sitting here and I'm really noticing how uneven my shoulders are. Maybe one day we'll talk about why that's like that. Anyway, Mary and I met through Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. The first conversation we ever had was with a mutual friend, and what the conversation was about, I do not remember, but at some point, Mary said, "Oh, for the love of crap." And basically I said, "What is that from?" Because I knew it was from Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, but I thought maybe it was a reference to something else because I did not expect her to know what Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged was. And then she looked at me and she said, "I know it from Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. I don't know what you know it from, but I know it from Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged." Basically, I was freaking out on the inside because she knew what Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged was. So then we spent the next year quoting Yu-Gi-Oh!, quoting the whole first episode, seeing how far we could get, the whole movie. I'm very thankful for Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged because now I have an awesome friend. Thanks, little Karibo! Another abridged series that I would recommend is Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Dragon Ball Z Abridged was created by Team 4-Star. Team 4-Star is basically a group of different people who have created abridged series over the years, including Lani Pator, Takahata 101, Masako X, Lil Karibo's in it, Megami 33, Kaiser Nekao, some really talented voice actors. Dragon Ball Z Abridged is kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged for me as far as a friendship goes. So my friend Chad and I, we are both fans of Dragon Ball Z Abridged, and basically we watch it. We quote it. Yesterday I was at the grocery store with a dude friend and ran into Chad there randomly. So we were looking at vegetables, and this guy named Matt, who I was hanging out with, he was like, "Napa cabbage, it's over 9,000. And then Chad was behind us, and I had to run at him, and I was like, "This guy said something you think is funny." And then we started quoting Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Great story, Shelby. Thanks, Shelby. No problem, Shelby. Sailor Moon Abridged. That's a good one, too. That one I thought was quite successful. After episode 30, I felt like it kind of went away from the plot. They started to create their own storylines a bit. I have a problem. So yeah, anime. I spend the whole time talking about abridged series. Thank you, Adam Schmall, for your suggestion of anime. And good luck raising that kid of yours. If you have something you would like to suggest in the jar that maybe I can talk about a little bit better, please put it in the comments below. Okay, bye, have a good day.